You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Total Home Improvement Company presents the Spring Blowout Special of the season. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, basement, plus flooring specials for every room. Call 313-728-2025 for your free in-home estimate today. Mention this commercial and get 10% off your project. Call 313-728-2025. Remodel your home today. Total Home Improvement, the company you call for your home improvement needs.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion TV.
See, I'm a gangster with God and I'm spreading the word. Truth be told, that's right, truth be heard. No matter what your gift is, it's made to see. So give it up for victory. United Gospel Explosion. TV. United Gospel Explosion. TV. United Gospel Explosion. TV. United Gospel Explosion.
All right. Listen, I want to just do a quick shout out to Miss Kelly Tyler, our hostess with the mostest. And I appreciate her so much, and all the other hosts. Denise Agua, she called in with us last week. I happened to be on with Kelly last week, and she said a prayer. It was just a good time, and I just want to say to all the hosts that's ever been on UGE TV, United Gospel Explosion TV. I just take my hat off to you, and I see so many of you moving and doing great things now. I want to say Rocky Jones. Rocky Jones was down in Milwaukee, and a lot of you may not remember Rocky, but she is a young lady, and she went on to enroll in University of Michigan, where she graduated, went on to do positive things, and the last I had seen her, she went to Milwaukee, working in the hosting and media events, and I saw her, and she had gotten involved with the team not long from here, and she wound up with the NBA ring because, of course, Milwaukee had took the championship a few years ago, and that's exactly when she had came in and did a great job. So it's just great to have positive stories, you know what I'm saying, about some of these young people that come in and do their thing. Then I want to take a little pause and give a special shout out to our people in New York. We had a great time, and you know, I'm into networking. We're into building teams, and the teams are building stronger and stronger, you know. And I hope you're a team builder too out there, because it's hard to do anything of significance by yourself. But I'm so glad that I learned a long time ago, when I just open my circle, you know, and include other people, it doesn't weaken my circle. It makes my circle get bigger. It makes my world get bigger. And I hear people quoting that now when I go out. A lamb hung me a golden world, quartered the end of a worldwide film factory. And I hear these people quoting this, and it just makes me feel good. It's not necessarily that it came from me, but it is true that we have to learn to grow and stand on the shoulders of giants. Find yourself a giant and stand on their shoulder. You know, what do you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is, and I'm glad you asked me that, is that when you're, let's say you go in any field, find the best person you can in that field. And man, get you a ladder if you have to, but get up on their shoulders. In other words, learn from the knowledge they already have established. Carry yourself in a way that people don't mind sharing their knowledge with you. You know, knowledge is one of the greatest resources. You know, because you can spend 12 years learning to be a doctor. But once you're a doctor, what if you could go right in and just talk to the best surgeon if you want to be a surgeon and you're just starting school in that? Well, you stand on the shoulder of giants. I feel like I had some giants right here. TV 33, WHPR TV. Look, I've leaned on Henry Tyler's shoulders. Some of y'all don't know Henry Tyler. The Tyler brothers are huge in the entertainment industry. I've leaned on R.J. Watkins' shoulders, still lean on R.J.'s shoulders. And I don't want to ever, I pray to God that I never get so big I forget my britches. As Daddy used to say, boy, you done got so big, you don't forget your britches. So you look like a fool getting that big. That you're so big, you don't want to use the resources that's around you. And I must say this, and I'm not saying this to blow smoke anywhere, but it's just been a pleasure to be able to come into this industry. And I think my first show here was the night Obama got elected. Well, that's the first one I filmed for this TV station. Was the night Obama got elected. It happened to be my birthday, November the 4th. And I'll never forget, we were over in the Tropical Hut, which was a reggae, R&B type club. And it was just the idea that we were able to have a history that if it wasn't for this TV channel, man, I wouldn't have been able to develop myself the way I have. And don't get me wrong, I'm still growing, but I'm not so humble to act like I'm brand new either, because we're not brand new. But still, though, I take a good criticism from my mentors, Mr. Tyler, Mr. Watkins. And what about you? Are you willing to learn from people? So this show is all about looking up to get up. You got to look up to get up. And I don't mean that, I mean that in the figuratively way. It's some people that can get up without looking up. But I'm going to tell you something. If you lay on the floor and you try this exercise, man, you try getting up without looking up, it's kind of difficult getting up off the floor even when you looking down. So I just pray that we're able to continue to come together in this miraculous way that I see things happening for us. I most recently, and I said shout out to New York. Of course, I don't ever want to forget Rashonda down in California, Rashonda Jacobs. She handles our indie producers down there, as well as she's a publicist and major talent artist. But I just want to say to Rashonda down in Cali that you appreciate it. And individually, I try not to do that too much, because individually you may miss someone when you go to going down the list in your head and not written down. But Rashonda's special. When we did one of our shows in California, she was right there and supportive. I think it was the Asian World Festival and the Hollywood Film Festival that they had right there on Hollywood Boulevard. And so we did those festivals, and Rashonda invited me to the Hollywood, and I invited to the Asian Film Festival. I mean, it was wild, And to know Rashonda, she's a big woman to be 4 foot tall or whatever, 3.5 feet tall. She runs around and bosses people around, and even tried that with me. I'm like, hold on, Rashonda, hold on, wait. Miss Jacobs, hold on 1 second. Sharonda Jacobs. So all I'm saying is I continue to give light upon those that's being a major factor in this thing that we're doing. And when I say this thing, it's the company Worldwide Film Factory. I just want to say, if you're an independent producer, hold up. You guys, get a pen for somebody. If you know someone that's making movies or in the movie business or that has a hunger for that. They may have a God-given hunger for that industry. Well, it's great news, because we were given a distribution platform for movies. And our main focus is on indie movie producers, the independent producers that come in and put it on the line. If I go to talking about this, I'm going to get a tear in my eye, man. I don't want to be crying in front of y'all. But listen, the independent producers that's out here putting in the blood, sweat, and tears, part of my life has been dedicated towards production as well. And I know what it's like, in other words, to to get out here and grind with nothing. And can I tell Detroit a secret, you guys? I don't come in off it. I got such as two of my hosts just came in. I think they may kick me off in a minute and take over. But when you think of Detroit, you know, and I must say, Hollywood's Hollywood. I'm not taking anything from that. And so many other places, I can go straight down the map and you can find producers everywhere in the world, you know. But the thing about Detroit that kind of chokes me up is that they've done so much. We've done so much with so little for so long that it's almost the norm, you know, to be able to say, well, I'm going to make a movie. I'm going to do a series. I'm going to put a play on. And when you look behind the curtain, the budget is Nero to zero. Below zero, Nero to zero. No money involved in the project besides seed money, whatever. And to see so many artists come and flourish from this city, man, when I travel around the country and the world, that it's just amazing, you know. I just feel like God has a special finger on Detroit, and I respect the Motown family. Berry Gordy tapped into that. But even before that, you know, Black Bottom had the Black Bottom Blues and all of this, and you know, this is before I was born. But you know, you hear the legacy of Detroit, and when you travel out there and see people that are still hungry, you know, that's made it from the city, and they were different producers, period, that's doing major productions now, but still have that hunger vein for their next production. You know, well, that inspires me. And today I happen to be listening to, I call him my man. I've never met him, but Mr. Steve Harvey has a set of motivational little videos that if you go on, just Google Steve Harvey's motivational videos, and they'll come up for you. And you know, he tells the story of how he started with nothing. You know, and this one that really hit me. He was saying that, and I'm saying going up. This is about going up. And so to go up, you got to realize other people that's sitting right where you are have been in your seat and have had it hard too. You know, it's easy to, when you see the star on top, oh, it's shiny, it's bright, yeah. Stop that. It is, but you know, it's work that went into that. So if we learn to love each other on every level, when you see someone on top, don't let that cause anxiety into your heart, you know. Let that fill your heart with joy because somebody in your group made it through. And so we refuse to be crabs in the barrel, but Steve Harvey was saying in his makeup that how when they make a car, you know, he was talking about he had been in Ford or one of the car companies. I don't want to GM. I don't know who it was, but he was in an automobile foundry. And a lot of you may or may not know, foundry is where they melt the metal. And so it all starts with scrap, a bunch of scrap metal. And they'll take in, and this is in every car, you know, they'll take in and melt that metal down and get it sizzling and stuff. When all that scrap metal turns liquid, then they pour it into a mold, you know. And once that mold begins to solidify, and he said that something comes and grabs that mold and takes it over to another section where they beat all the bad parts off of it. But at the end of the day, that becomes the block for your car. Anything else can go wrong, but if you got a cracked block, the guy tell you, hey, look, mister, you can get that on out of here. You can't do nothing with it. It's cracked. It's no good. But I'm going to tell you something. We're like those motors. We're like that scrap metal. His analogy was we're like the scrap metal. You know, sometimes we're a mess. We all over the place. We got some pieces. But God, in his wisdom, bigger than us, molds us, puts us in the mold where we can grow ourselves. And once we grow ourselves, then he takes us and put us somewhere, and you're a useful source. You're no longer a mess. You're no longer scrap pieces. And I want to let you know you are somebody, you are something beautiful, you are something powerful. So the people around me, I'm speaking, I like this Steve Harvey presentation because he was speaking power into people's lives. And he was comparing you to that block. Somebody told me my tie's hanging down a little bit. That's all right. I'm going to get rougher than that. One day I'm just going to tear off my shirt in here and let y'all see. You know, it don't matter what I got on. It's what's coming out of me, you know. But you are that block. You are that thing that started the scrap. And look at you now. He took you and began to develop you. And, you know, I know in my mind, I always say, man, I'm just, you know, I ain't trying to be all of that. I'm just doing everything that's in me to do. I don't know what car I'm going to go in. I may go into a Rolls Royce. They may put me in a Pinto, but I know I'm useful because I'm not that scrap. I'm not that mess I used to be. So we have an opportunity to grow in this game. We have an opportunity to take all our messy pieces and blend them together and begin to be directed in a new way. Then that car gets some wires on it. Then that engine gets some spark plugs in it. Then they put another part. Pretty soon that's a car, baby. You a full car. I don't care what nobody say. So I really respected some of the things some of our greats are saying. But that happened to be a Steve Harvey thing. So go in and check it out. I hope you check it out in its entirety because I'm going to move on with the show. I'm going to call the Midwest Posse came in today. They coming in. I might let them take over from me. We'll see in a minute. But either way, I got Victoria and I have Caprice coming up. And there's some big things that they're approaching to do in the industry, and I want you to be a part of it. As I relax for a second on the mic, I'm going to bring up a couple of commercials, and I'm going to come back with our hostesses with the mostest, Capri and Victoria, and we're going to tell you a couple of things about some upcoming events. We love you guys. You know, there's no place like home. Special love for Detroit, and I'm going to let you know something. I don't care. People have had the tendency to talk Detroit down and put a bad light on the city until people actually come here and visit and see how beautiful people really are, you know, that's involved in this worldwide struggle with us. So we'll be right back, and we're going to give you some tips on how to get up, and I hope you don't mind looking up because it's easier to get up when you look up. I promise you that. We'll be right back.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion TV.
Total Home Improvement Company presents the Spring Blowout Special of the season. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, basement, plus flooring specials for every room. Call 313-728-2025 for your free in-home estimate today. Mention this commercial and get 10% off your project. Call 313-728-2025. Remodel your home today. Total Home Improvement, the company you call for your home improvement needs.
Hi, this is LaWanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you, because you know healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit Worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion TV.
Ladies, ladies, ladies. Ladies that travel the country know there's a nail shop here and a nail shop there. And in fact, you can find a nail shop everywhere. This one is numero uno in the country. And that's all because of these two guys right here.
At least my mama don't cause no eclipse anytime she bring her big outside.
Like, oh, you ain't no mama, no bitch wife joke.
I need everybody to be on their best behavior, okay?
Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off. Hold on, Buster.
Damn a chopstick.
I bought some collard greens. Chitterland. Chitlins is the pig's guts, you know.
I don't want to die following nobody's custom. Man, take your shoes off!
But you didn't eat the shrimp sauce.
Oh,
Good.
you belong to me.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Put your shoes back on. Is that them? These damn fools are running knives.
They shooting!
Y'all shy. Y'all shy. That's what it is. Y'all little shy. Come on, baby. I know it ain't the first time you done had some balls in your mouth. That's Miss Brown. She is a low tipper and a high complainer. I'm stuck at the dirt work.
Hi, Miss Brown. I'm so happy to see you today.
What's up with that? You know I can hear you talking about me.
I need to order a pedicure.
Let Uncle Ray do Miss Stinky Feet.
Uncle Ray! Your cousin said, count this up. Smack you in the face with a handful of money.
Oh, my God.
It's just an allergy.
Allergy my head, your feet stink.
But how in the heck I can keep the horse stand still for me to give it a manicure?
Maybe we should give him something to drink.
A shot of Hennessy.
You see this? There's a table, okay? The deal is off the table.
Oh, he tripping.
Come on and talk to me, baby. Come on and talk to me, Zeddy. Come on and talk to me, yeah.
I know what you got. But what's up with your girl?
Welcome to
I'm here for
Oh, hell no.
There's no here?
Man, did I stutter? Ain't no thing going on down here. You looking for food?
I was looking for food.
Oh,
Yes.
your customers here.
The nail shop. Hey, you guys, and I got the Midwest Posse with me. You know, we ain't got sound effects in here. You got to be for real. We're going to do it more time. Y'all make some noise. I got the Midwest Posse. Yeah, all right. I wish y'all would go flat on me. Well, I ride them like a new tire. But no, this is the Midwest Posse. To my right, I have Victoria. Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Vicky Sweets. And I am a part of Worldwide Film Factory, so happy to be a part of Worldwide Film Factory. Have a lot of exciting things going on in Detroit, and I'm happy to be a part of those events as well. And I hope everyone is having a great afternoon.
Yes. And to my left, which is your right, I have Caprice Classic.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Caprice Classic. I'm from Detroit. Originally a rapper, just fell into a whole lot of other stuff, marketing, promoting, and met Mr. Torrance, and it's just been really life-changing. We have so many events coming up, so many, projects we're working on. I just feel so good today, and I'm happy to see what happens in the future.
Wow. She sung it to you. I think that's very good. Oh, my God. You can't call me while we're on the air, gang. But we still love you anyway. But I just wanted to let you know.
We got to give them the right number to call so they can call in.
No problem right now, because we have like a half hour left, and I really want to share this with you ladies, bringing the heat about, what my philosophy is on some of these controversial shows we doing. And how could a minister, someone that believes in God, do these type of things? And I just want to let you know, if you feeling that way, you ain't seen nothing yet. So it's coming.
It is.
And I don't mind telling on myself. I'm kind of a sick puppy. I walk around dreaming these things, or they fall in my spirit. These whole movies and these ladies. I'm showing them my writing style, which is so they getting to know that to go along with their own style, and I'm praying that they'll be a big part of the industry in the future. But let's stay on controversial, man. All right, Caprice. It's controversial, Sweets, to be able to get out here and have fun and laugh and do everything and be part of the ministry at the same time. Well, I don't have a problem with that. I don't see a conflict. God made me a warrior type of man.
Absolutely.
Like he made some more pacifist. Well, that's not me. I'm more like you see me.
Yeah, I'll go in your face.
And I'm not ashamed of, first of all, to put God first in everything I do.
Absolutely.
And I often told them, even with my woman, even with the wifey or whoever I have, yes, they may be giving me great pleasure and whatever and pleasing me. I'm still be like, thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Lord, yeah.
And they may hit me in the head. Boy, this is me here. This ain't God. This is me here. I say, no, but he brought you here. So
for all things, thank God.
And so, that's the lightness and the airiness, and we just want to put that out there. And let me tell you something. Some of you guys that are, I don't want to say too holy, because that's your business. I don't care, how holy you might want to be.
Right.
You might want to be wear Moses robe and carry a cane. That's cool too. I'm not knocking that, because nowadays everything can be in style.
Yeah.
That might be in style now, especially if you use a kente cloth. I'm just saying.
Hey, my style is what's in style. That's how I feel.
But beyond all of that, beyond all of that, who are you? Let your work speak for you. Try to get out here and love somebody, motivate somebody, be the light, share the light, bring some light. There's no sense in being a Christian or even a Muslim or whatever, a Jewish, what they are. They have a name. The
Buddhism?
Jewish religion.
No.
Well, Buddhism way off. You way off.
I know that's just talking about another religion.
No, but it's so many religions, but there's no sense in claiming any of those. I happen to claim Christ because he's the only nappy-haired boy I knew.
I know you have a bar mitzvah.
And he looked like me.
Jewish.
You know what I'm saying? Nappy hair, woolly.
Yeah.
Not like
Nappy
me, like
where?
my face, but it's nappy. Oh yeah, okay. This is
Like
Jesus
wood.
type.
Oh, he done put the good stuff in there. Can't tell.
But I'm just saying, hey, look, we can serve God and have a lot of fun and touch people too, because I'm looking for people that's not so much in church. I'm looking for people that want to get live. And I want to show just how live the Christianity can be.
Well, it don't have to be dull and boring.
Let's put the pedal to the metal.
Right.
You can have fun in gospel.
That's
you
right.
Definitely have fun.
But you remember the day, though, when Mama used to take you to church, and they put on those, you probably don't know, the big funny shoes on you,
Oh, yeah.
Dress you up in there, make you
the
sit
patent
there,
leathers.
and you sitting, now you're going there.
And they had that big church hat.
I love them church hats. My aunties and my grandma. My mama
And they always
wore.
want to get that little sleep off your face. And,
Oh, yeah, that's always.
like, oh, my goodness, no.
Leave it there. Leave it.
Just like we don't get dirty. And then as soon as the church was over, we go just get dirty and second them clothes. The only thing I'm trying to say is, man, you can live your life and have a life dedicated to God and still touch people and love people. And he didn't say we had to be stiff and all of that.
Right.
So excuse me while I just tell the truth.
Right.
I'm not big enough to judge you in your seat. But what I do like about this thing here at United Gospel Explosion TV, that we bring all people in, and we do ask you, like, I know I had Rick Ross, was it? Somebody was sitting in one of these seats, and I asked them, because you heard the things about some of the things that were happening at their studio in New York, and there was some things that were kind of wild or whatever. Some things that had got him caught up. But my question to him was, how much of his belief in God, you know, that his mama taught him, how much did that influence his life, and how much did that help him to be who he was? And most of it, we can admit, if we came from a black family anyway, or white family, whatever, you came up with something.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
My mama was funny. She wouldn't even let us go to the movie unless we went to church first. I know it's abusive.
Okay.
Man. Oh, you be sitting up there thinking you going
nowhere. Oh,
no, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna go do your
Just like if you can't go to school, no, you can't go around your friend's house and play when you get
right.
What are you talking about?
Still sick.
Right.
You still sick. Get up there, go to so you
lay on down.
That's a little. Tell me this, and I ask you this question, Capri. You know, you've been a rapper. And you may not believe this. This little bitty lady here, this nice smile, she's a gangster rapper too. But I mean, you've been out there, you've tasted life.
Yeah.
And how do you keep the balance with that and knowing God in your life? You know, is that a conflict? Have you been able to deal with that and bring it all together?
That's never been a conflict. The conflict would be if I didn't have God in my life. So I always put God first, and I acknowledge him in all things. Even if it's good or bad, you know, if I'm having a bad time, I still be like, thank you, Lord. I'm breathing, you know, I'm here. And, you know, it's just, I just put God in all things. So I haven't been afraid. So like you say, I do gangster rap. So in order to do gangster rap, that means you got to be around gangster people. And you probably done did some gangster stuff, or else you all cap. Yeah. And I don't cap. So yeah, so God has been with me a lot. I will just say that. You know, he's a protector, he's a confidant, he's a father, a friend, he's everything you need.
That's powerful. That's powerful. And Vicky Sweets, because she said Vicky Sweets, so I'm using that Vicky Sweets. We're gonna brand that on her. That's kind of like her superhero name.
Yeah,
it is.
Vicky Sweets does many things. She's and they're both part of the writing team, as I say, and the production team. So I'm kind of stretching them out, throwing different things. They laugh and they boom, knock it right back. I'm like, wait a minute, hey, wait a minute, I just talked to you, boom.
Yeah, I got something I need to send you today. Actually,
Is there anything else?
We're working on that.
Anything else?
Would there be anything else? And I'm like, man, thank you, God, you sent them to me. And where do I find people like this? You know, I've been watching me know that we have developed so many marvelous hosts, like they're being developed now. They will become hosts out here. And just as I say this, because I promised I would do it, Tracy Booker, one of our hosts, and she was also in the Nail Shop movie. I think you ladies know Tracy. But anyway, Tracy is, she's having a meet and greet at the St. Regis Hotel in Detroit, Michigan this evening. And she's one of our hosts. She came in and started hosting right here, too. So you guys are doing powerful things. And I must say, it makes me look good. I'm like, how did I figure that out?
Okay.
They do great things like that.
God figured it out.
That's why he figured it right out for you.
And so you never know who's going to take that next step. So I thought she was kind of shy at first, a gorgeous young lady, but, you know, had a little bit of coming out of her shell to do, but she's out the shell, and she said, I'm the main host tonight. I'm like, okay, I love it.
Okay, and that's how it happens.
Hey, if it's in you, let us help bring it out of you. It's going to be an opportunity, but I might as well say it right now. If you want to be part of the, hey, Mr. Tyler here, I had to stop the show. He tiptoeing by y'all, but he's smooth. I was talking about my big brothers in here, who I have as mentors still. But what I'm saying is, Vicky, you have many talents. Vicky do everything from clothes to jewelry, the beads. She had a beads come when I was at her house the other day, and just so many talents, art. We can go on and on. She's a writer. She's a producer. She's coming up with Worldwide. I'm gonna throw a project or two under these ladies. Let them produce it. Let them write it. You know. And Vicky, somebody tell me, well, Mr. Torrance, you playing chess all the time? Because they hear me talking about my analogy of the chessboard. You know, all you guys are major chess pieces.
Absolutely.
You know, and I have two boards in my head all the time. I just say two boards, so I got a lot of people. So anyway, but someone's face is on every piece. And to me, every piece is so important. You know, and you may not play chess, but they have the king, the queen, the bishop, the knight, the rook, and the pawns. And so every piece is important to me, especially the pawns, because, you know, pawns grew up to be queens, bishops, knights, whatever you want.
Right.
So you never know about that little piece.
You move them.
And I ain't calling them a little piece. I'm just saying that's how I picture it. Picture life. So she said, "You up here talking about the pieces? What piece are you, Mr. Torn?" I say, "Well, I'm not. I'm out the way. I'm not a piece. You guys are the pieces that make these things happen. You know, it's not me making it happen. It's God and them. I'm merely the board. If you could picture being just a flat board and let all this activity happen around you and empower the activity, because a queen gonna be a queen. She moves a certain way. A bishop, everything moves a certain way already. It's just finding the speed they moving at and see where they fit on your board. Now that's me talking now.
That's right.
Yeah, I hope y'all copy that and rewind that about 4 times.
The game is free, okay? You just gotta listen.
And if your crown get to tilting and you a queen, your crown tilt a little bit, just
shift
adjust
it
it.
back.
Just adjust it, put it back where it belongs. You'll be all right.
Vicky Sweets, you're doing a lot of things. You're touching a lot of people. But I want you to inspire someone. You know, take your time and inspire someone. And I'm going to tell you guys something. If you ever feel uninspired, try inspiring somebody else. If you ever find yourself really broke, give somebody $1. Okay. It's something about
Or a
giving.
good word.
Yeah. If you ain't got $1, good word. That's right. Yeah. You always find the way out over there. She say, "Don't give him no $1 if you broke."
No, I'm
Give
just
him $1, girl. Give him $1.
I do give them $1 all
And
the
the
time.
good
You'll be
word.
surprised.
And the good word.
And the good word.
Okay.
Either or both. I'm just saying.
You see, I'd be in trouble. But Vicky Sweets, when I say inspire somebody, I just want you to be able to touch somebody that's struggling right now. And you have struggled.
Absolutely.
You know, touch somebody that's at the point of tears right now about letting them know that they can get through and how they can get through.
Okay, so like Mr. Torrance said,
Lean a little closer. You doing words of knowledge now.
Like Mr. Torrance said, I've been through many struggles, many trials, many tribulations, and what kept me, and I cannot lie about this, was always God. When everybody turned their back on me, when people talked about me, when they didn't know my situation, they was judging me, I just kept my eye on the prize. I just kept saying, "Lord, you know. Lord, you know, because you know, I'm your daughter. You know what I need. You know, He will give you what you need. Patience is a virtue, I must say. It took a long time for me to get in the right headspace, for me to be able to believe that the Lord was going to make a way. You know, there were many people coming up and saying, "Oh, you ain't going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that because you're from this place, and you're from that place." And what people don't know about me is God was introduced to me from my parents. I learned God from my parents, like knowing who He was. But as far as me building a relationship, that came from me. I had put in a heart. I was to be a spiritual warrior, which was a gospel dancer. And I was mentored by this lady named Latoya Vine. And so when she took me under her wing, I just learned more and more about God. I wanted to know more about Him. And I searched for Him, and I found Him. And when I found Him, He has never left me. So if you're out there and you're feeling down, you're feeling like you don't know which way you're going to go, you don't know what the next direction is, I just say just do one thing at a time. Don't try to do so much at one time to overwhelm yourself. Do not get discouraged. Just keep your eye on God. He will be with you wherever you go. It doesn't matter if you feel like you can't see Him, you can't hear Him, you can't feel Him. You can't see, hear, or feel air.
Come on,
but air is there. So if air is there, you know you can feel it when the wind blowing. You can feel the air. You can't see it, but you can feel it on your arm. So God is the same way. You may not see Him visually, but He's there. He's here right now.
Well, let's add one more title to her, preacher.
Amen.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful that just and I consider us everyday folk here that can still tell you about the goodness of God, but and at the same time can still tell you about winning. I'm a winner. I don't care what state you find me in. I'm in the process of winning. Absolutely. It may be the first day of me getting up, starting a 100-day fight to win, but I'm still winning. I got 99 days more to win, but I'm winning this day. You know what I'm saying? And so, how do we picture ourselves let's begin to picture ourselves as winning. Let's begin to picture ourselves as doing something. You got kids, y'all both have kids, And what I like about when you're talking to young people, they're going to be everything. I'll be that. Oh, yeah, and that too. You got a point. Okay, then I'll be a lawyer and a doctor then. We're going to give you. And a rapper and a clothes designer. But, I try not to squelch that because you might be. I mean, your son or daughter might be all of those things, And they say more jobs than Jamaican. Get out here and experience life. Taste the gusto of what you can be. Right. And then think possible. Part of this get up is thinking possible. The word of faith is there. Is big in the Bible. You know that.
Absolutely.
Hope is big too. You
don't need a little bit. You don't need a size of a mustard seed, just a little bit.
Come on now.
Get your foot right in the door.
I think this was meant to be today because Vicky on fire over here. Okay. She dropped.
I love the Lord.
But see, she talking real scripture that Jesus said that. He said if you had the grain, if you had faith of a mustard seed, you could tell a mountain to move and jump into the river. And it must jump. So I want to use faith on some of y'all because I'd be like, y'all ain't moving. So see, I'm putting it on you right now. It's possible that you can move because we coming through, y'all.
Absolutely.
We coming through. One of the projects, and I'll say it out loud. I think this is the first time I said it out loud. We have a couple of movies coming up. You guys saw the trailer for the nail shop that we did, and the nail shop is so interesting, and we've been talking about the nail shop. I think I made that trailer in 2020, you said, but we're just completing the project now. It takes time to put movies together, especially when you are young giants coming up, because our resources are different, but our tenacity, our taste, and our passion for it is just as strong as anyone's. And so bear with us as we get these things out of our system. I was just saying that I was telling someone, why do I produce these things? Why do I bring them out? Well, it's not just me producing them. It's building production teams. I don't think it hurts me for others to be bigger than me. It doesn't hurt me at all because I'm still going to be the size I am anyway. I may grow a little, I may shrink a little in this business, but I'm still me. So, what's mine is mine. What God has for me, He has for me. So it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt for.
It's wrong for everybody to eat, everybody to grow, I want everybody to win because it's not going to stop me from winning. Why would I care?
That's why I want to do a manifest festival where everybody who feel like they manifesting in their businesses or whatever it is they want to do, everybody manifesting. I don't care if you manifesting, you always wanted a baby or something. It's your first pregnancy, you manifesting. Whatever you doing, whatever you feel. Manifest,
And I'm just letting it come out of them because they're saying some powerful things, which I love. Which I love is the fact that they are willing to, they see it for themselves. And that means you can see it for me too. But what I'm talking about is now we're talking about getting up. So now we've gotten up and we going towards the top of the mountain. And I don't care how strong you are. When you at going to that very peak, it takes all your energy. You done went up 360 miles. That last 5 miles is a trip. You done got there, and then you done went all this way, and the last 10 steps can kill you.
Moving like a turtle.
But you just keep pushing. You just keep pushing. Because one thing about it is when you get to the top and you're on your way down, it's going to be a lot faster going down.
Absolutely.
So let's learn to appreciate our come up time. The time that you had to struggle and come up because, you're not going to, you don't remember these times always. This is what makes, to me, this is the passion of the team. You go out there and win the championship or the ball going to hoop. Everybody happy. Everybody turning flips and somersaults.
Yep.
But do you remember when you had to practice in the rain and mud? Do you remember what it felt like to fall on the ground? I'm talking to sport players now, whatever. So I mean, that's the most important thing. How do we push through to the end. The race ain't given to the swift or the strong. But if you can just
For
endure
those that
to
can
the
endure
end.
to the end, that's right.
So I encourage you to encourage myself. You know, I encourage you to encourage myself. You know, as I build teams around me, then they become better and I become better. So look at the super teams. I think we had a few other people on throughout the course of this month. But I just see the light in the people that's around me, and I don't know if this is going to be the end. I just know I'm driven, and I try to surround myself with people that's driven. And then we have
I don't think so.
No, what I'm saying is like the end of a project. There's no end because at the end it's a new beginning. But you're right, though. You listening to me. Why your eyes look all Chinese today? I don't know. Anyway.
Because I don't want to say Blackanese.
Right.
We starting stuff, y'all. We starting stuff. But what about you in your life out there? How do you encourage yourself? And you know.
Stay motivated.
Mama used to have little scriptures she'd say around the house.
I was gonna say that.
You know,
I was gonna
she'd have little scriptures she'd say. Read the 91st Psalms, baby.
Oh yeah, my grandma used to always do that.
Oh, that's all in me. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the
Romans
Most High
14:6.
shall abide under the Almighty. I say, the Lord, He is my strength, my refuge, my God. I mean, she just kept little scriptures or something, or little sayings.
Admirations.
Plan your work and work your plan, baby.
Inspirational quote.
I'm 6.
Like, what are you talking about?
Plan your work and work your plan. But now that I'm a grown man.
Set you up.
Oh my God! I'm like
for success.
Plan your work and work your plan. Yeah, mama. So it's already in you.
Yeah,
it's already in you.
Because proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Vicky, get closer to that mic, because you.
That's something
say it again.
We learned in school.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance. What this means is
poor performance. Yes.
What this means is if you prepare properly, you cannot perform poorly. So those are the 5 P's. So you guys remember that. Keep that with you guys. If you can follow those steps, you can't go wrong. That's what got me here. Trust me.
Yeah, see, she do things to you that twist your head up because you're trying to remember that proper preparation prevents poor performance, the 5 P's. But in your head, in my head, we like, wait a minute, do I remember what she just said? Wait,
say it real fast 3 times.
Right. Like Eddie, man.
But these are the type of things that we're reaching to get through not just our day, but to be able to bring to the table. You know, this is a different philosophy I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm switching gears just for a second. You know, I've met many racists since in my travels in this business stuff we're doing. And what I see in other races, I want to bring home to my race. That's why I'm saying it out loud to you. And we're not lacking anything, but I learn from other people.
Absolutely.
And when I see my Mexican friends and my Asian friends and their families, whoever, when I see them come in on a project, let's say they open a store, and I see them all working towards the same goal. And it takes money to do these things, but they're not doing it for the money.
Right.
They're doing it for the love of ownership. They're doing it for the independence of saying, I got a job today that no one can take away. Yeah. And if you ever been to the little markets in the liquor stores or whatever, they got a big bulletproof glass. And you on that side of the glass, and they on that side of the glass. But I'm not saying that for anything negative. My point is that they have something established, a line you can't even cross because you ain't put it there. You don't own that glass,
we need more
and they get the right to do what they want to do inside their glass with the legal rights.
Absolutely.
So when you go in their store, they may be playing music. You know, like, well, hurry up and buy your stuff and get out because it ain't your store.
Absolutely.
First
do what you came to do. Do what you came to do.
Or don't do it, but you can't tell me how to do this in here.
So when you build your own thing, that's one thing. I'm just gonna say real easy on you. You can listen to the music you want to if you had your own business.
Loud as you want to, or whatever.
They're like, Mr. Torrance, great. Yeah, no. That's important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
So if you listen to the music you want, your vibe is different.
Absolutely.
You can smell the way you want to in your own store. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that will be good. Let's all practice good hygiene out there, y'all. Okay, COVID and everything. We want to be able to,
But I hope you understand. I hope you
there.
understand this, Caprice. That is so important.
It is.
It is.
To be able to come together and do something. But this philosophy of
hard
owning
for
your
us.
own is not built around the economic dollar. This is just a different philosophy. This philosophy is built around faith. This philosophy is built around love. And as I don't picture the Bible as a scary book. I don't picture people floating up in the air. I just picture people getting
Only
along.
Revelations. I can't tell a lot. My
ain't
grandmother
listen,
is a
ain't nobody talking.
reverend and,
Stop.
yeah.
Put it. Ain't nobody start no revelation with you
Hold up.
off in here,
Hold
and we
up.
got
Hold
5 minutes to go.
Hold up.
But let me do this one thing though. If you begin to picturing yourself as a collective of people can do just about anything. If you give me 20 men that ain't all high out your head, get high on your own time, that come to work, 20 sober men while you there. I ain't talking about nobody that's going to break up the machines and stuff. Cause you
Right. Making you lose
Run
money.
into a pole.
You know how it can go. No, I'm talking about 20 sober-minded men and women that get together on the task where they don't make it just about the dollar as soon as it's made. How you gonna pay me? You got 20 of us here. How you gonna pay all of us? But the 20 came together and said, okay, RJ, you're gonna build this building. What can we do? Let's build this wall. Let's build that wall. Okay, James, you want to open a supermarket? Let's start right now. We're gonna all put $100 of our check in the pile for you to buy the stock. Let's do this. That it ain't just about the money. It's about having something for yourself.
I'm so glad you
It's
said
about being able to play the kind of music you want to play in your business.
You understand me?
It's about coming to work the way you need, within reason, that's comfortable for you. It's no sense in trying to march anybody. Uh-oh, I'm about to get something going. I love the marches and stuff. But there's no sense of trying to march your way into taking over my business.
Right.
You must be crazy.
For real.
Because
God
we
gave
all
it to
looking
me.
out the window at y'all, and y'all down there marching. That was important, yes. But you can march all day long. At the end of the day, if Mr. Torrance owned Chevy or Ford or one of them, at the end when y'all leave and start marching, I'm going to say, y'all go dust that off over there where they messed up and fix it back up.
Just like they never was here.
You are not gonna. You can't have it just like that. But I appreciate the march and the energy. I say use half of that energy in the march, and put half of that energy into your pot, your independent pot. You and your pot where you putting that money together to do something.
Right. Absolutely.
And if you work collective, we start working as a collective. We can do anything. I see that. I was talking to a brother from Senegal on the plane. We were going to New York. New York is a gateway to Africa. So when I was flying there, this brother from Senegal, he was kicking it with me, and this brother was leaving America to go back to Senegal to set up and do business there. He came and got big enough here that he going back to bring something to his people. But I was so interested because he happened to be just his mind, the way he thought is really, you meet people that think on a certain level of bigness. His thing was an international council of mayors, of black mayors, not only throughout the United States, but also as black mayors in different countries, I guess, in Africa, whatever. But they unite these mayors and they come to Senegal for one conference a year. And I was just so impressed with that because that's not on the news.
Right.
That we can get down like that.
That's happening right now, or is he trying to? He in the works of making it happen?
No, that happens. It exists, but he's building that unity to go bigger. So he was telling me about as an American that we need to put some of our resource into our motherland as well. So I'm not gonna get lost into the thought of that because I know we got like 1 minute, but we got to open back up. I hate we left Black History Month was not opening up the international paths for black people because they waiting on us. And we waiting on them.
Yeah.
We like a child that's been separated from his parent. That when we link together, we're unstoppable. So
powerful.
Do this out of love. Don't do it out of hate. But if you love other races, learn to love yourself as well. And so I can love people anywhere. Jesus said, "Love one another." So if you love me, make sure when she opened her business, we go support her. If you love her when she's doing some positive, support her. Support our good energies, and there's nowhere we can't go, you know. But listen, I'm gonna have y'all blow them a kiss. We're gonna blow them a little kiss together because I want to just let them know you've been watching United Gospel Explosion TV. This month we're talking about getting up. Looking up, lifting ourselves up. And it's easier to get up if you look up. You guys keep looking up the next week. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion. TV!